Man, my heartbeat was racing when Arsenal led in the game. I was furious. I'm not going to lie. If it remained 1-0, I could have come here and absolutely went on a rant because we played really well. I was so proud of the side today. But I think we had one mistake by Robert Sanchez and again by the defense, calamity. But I'm not going to go up on that. But again, on Sanchez, let's leave it. But what a goal by Pedro. Man, I really want to break something when that goal went in. I could have easily thrown a mobile phone. Yeah, kya goal tha. What was that? Pedro Netto was sensational. What a goal. On the right side, his favorite side. Fantastic move. Enzo Fernandez was a simple pass, but he made a good run. Enzo found him, blasted into the back of the net. It reminded me of the Hazard goal against Everton when he combined with Pedro. But man, that was good. That was beautiful, and that was a wonderful goal. And I think it's a deserved result in the end. Arsenal could have won it in the end when Saliba had the chance to give it to Trossard. He gave it, and Trossard could have scored it, and that would have been very unfair to us. I think we played a really, really good game today. In the first half, especially, I think we should have gone on and won the game. Gusto should have put in the back of the net, and it could have been a totally different game. But I'm so proud of each and every player today. They all made us proud. Cucurella, immense today, shut his doubters down. For me, Gusto, good and bad. Did really well in some phases, but really poor in some phases. Fofana looked nearly back to the best that he used to be. Still, he has some bozo moments, but overall, really good. And Livy Colwell has some bozo moments, but overall, really, really good. When he needed to be, the man made so many blocks, so many headers he cleared against Arsenal in the set pieces. Robert Sanchez made one wonderful save with his head, and you have to say Superman, but then goes on and does that. And that remains Robert Sanchez. Midfield-wise, Caicedo, a monster, an absolute monster from start of the match. He was wonderful. He's been playing really well for Chelsea for the whole 2024. But yes, he's a big signing, so never gets the credit, and he has to be again criticized always by the media. But this man has been immense and one of the best midfielders in the league this season by far. One of the best midfielders in the league by far. I was so proud. Lavia really in the first half was good. In the second half, I think it tallied away from the game. Was not really into it. I think on Palmer, I think again I have to question the manager that why he's shifting him to the left side. Palmer's best performances this season for Chelsea have gone on the right, combining with the Mediocre or Augusto. His best performances have never come from the left side, and I think he was really struggling today. Partey had him man-marked, and that's why also he was struggling, but also on the left side, it doesn't really work out for him. Nicholas Jackson again had very rare moments to work upon, but when this man has the ball, he makes the defenders' life a nightmare. Absolute nightmare, and I'm so happy with Nico Jackson today again. When he had the ball, he looked dangerous. He ran with the ball, made the spaces, tried for cross, and was really, really good whenever needed to be. So I'm so happy and so proud of each and every player today because today we played Arsenal at Stamford Bridge, and I think we were the better team. We played really well, and I'm proud of the side today. That's the progress we have made in comparison to last season. Today is very clear that this Chelsea side is no joke. We are a top 4 contender. We are going to finish in the top 4, and we have shown enough progress. For Arsenal, to be really honest, I think title race looks very far-fetched right now. And Arsenal, to be honest, I think they also had a good game. It's just the pressure of Bournemouth, Brighton, and that defeat's really playing on their mind. Otherwise, I don't think it's a bad result for them. Their all players were back. They look much better than the previous match. And I think Chelsea have a lot of positive to build upon. And I will say a fair draw. And Netto again, what a goal. That is one of the best goals I've seen in this derby at Stamford Bridge. What a goal. That goal is top class. And if you score that against any opposition, you can't really criticize the defenders. Yes, Arsenal players should not have given him space, but that's a rocket. Absolute rocket. I'm so proud of each and every one, especially Cucurella, because this man from our own fan base gets a lot of abuse and criticism. From the rivals, everybody just underrates him. This man today put an absolute immense performance and was the best player on the pitch. Bukayo Saka quiet for most of the game, who is, for me, one of the best attackers in the league, one of the most consistent attackers in the league. And last time when these two played, Cucurella was toasted by Saka and we lost 5-0. This time he learned from it and he absolutely kept Bukayo Saka for most of the game quiet. Yes, did Saka have one or two opportunities? Yes. Saka had that wonderful cross where Merino was so near to make it 2-1. But overall, Cucurella was really, really good at the game. Attackingly, when he needed, he carried the ball. His role was today more defensive, but when needed, he carried the ball really well. So really proud. So we have a lot to discuss in this video, guys. Please like, please subscribe, and stay in the video because we have a lot to discuss today. A lot of topics I have to discuss today because I'm so proud of the side. Even as a neutral, as a Chelsea fan, I will still talk about Arsenal in terms of where they have to go with this and their performance, but more about my side today because I'm so proud. I'm so proud of my team today, and I've seen signs which show me where we are going. And our next 3 fixtures being Leicester, Villa, and Southampton, I'm very positive of where Chelsea can go. We have done our job this season now. 5 wins, 4 draws, 2 defeats, 19 points, 11 games, and 3rd in the league. Our halfway job is done. We are 3 points above Tottenham. We are above Brighton. We are 4 points above Manchester United. We are above, I believe, Aston Villa has won on goal difference, above Arsenal, and we have red runners of this season now. We had to take points by this stage. We have done well. We have taken 1 point on Arsenal, 1 away to Old Trafford. We have taken 3 points against Newcastle, lost to Liverpool, and only 2 losses being against Liverpool and Manchester City. And now with next 3 matches, Leicester away, Villa home, Southampton home, I expect minimum at least 7 points. And I think we'll get 7 points. And if we can get 7 points from these 3 matches, we're again on a course to get top 4. And overall, if we can get 9, wow. And especially against teams we should really beat this season, we are doing really well. And we can go on to have 26 to 28 points by 14 game weeks. This is the first time in 2 dire years in Chelsea history we have finally come into the 3rd rank in the league. And now with the way we have been playing, the way we have been doing things, if we can win these 3 matches, we can easily, on target, go on at least a 72, 73 point season, which should be more than enough to get us a top 4. This is why this draw was important. We did not lose. We keep a streak of not losing matches this season. Only 2 defeats in 11 matches in the Premier League. So I'm really proud of the whole side today. And we are building on to good things now. 2-week break. Have to come back and beat Leicester now. Draw is a good result, but we need to build upon it now. If we go and draw to Leicester or lose, that's all the momentum goes away. Let's go in 2 weeks' time with players back, everybody back. By that time, I think most probably we have a good effect, to be honest. We can go on and get the maximum points. So I'm really happy. So let's quickly, first of all, discuss every topic. And first, I have to talk about Pedro Netto. What a performance again. And I told you Pedro Netto will again start this game on the left because his defensive work rate is something which has not been talked about enough. Pedro Netto defensively does a lot for the team. He's really important defensively, attackingly, and what a player he is. When we signed him, I was really happy. Why? Because I know what a great footballer this man is. It's not about GNA always. People were talking about him having only like very less GNA at Wolves. And I was saying, who cares? I want my players to be good technically, to be intelligent. And this man is one of them. My only worry was the injuries. And this season, he stayed fit for the whole season. And I've been so happy with him. I've been so happy with Pedro Netto. Whenever he has played, even the slightest moment he got in the game, he's looked dangerous. And today he was spectacular for me. Whenever he had the ball, he looked dangerous. Made a wonderful cross for Gusto. Could have been one of the crosses of the season. But Gusto misses from 2 yards. He has done really well in the game defensively, tracked really well. But in the second half, he was not being given the ball a lot when he was on the left side. But once the manager made the substitution, Mudryk came on the pitch. He went to the right. That's where Pedro Netto even becomes more dangerous. Absolute wonderful goal there. Enzo Fernandez, not done much, but good pass. Found the run. And what a strike. What a strike. That is something you expect from a left footer. Cut inside, blasted in the back of the net. That's one of the best goals you will see at Stamford Bridge. What a goal. And I think now on Noni Madueke, I think Noni also in terms of what he did was dangerous. He cut inside really well. He made a fool out of, I will say, Julian Timber a lot of time. But today Madueke's attackingly, he was very wasteful. Bar that one cross he made where Palmer was toenails away from making it 2-1 Chelsea, I think Madueke was really, really poor today. Sorry, 1-1 I think he was really, really poor today, Madueke, in terms of his final output. And now in recent games, since the 3 goals against Wolves and Nottingham Forest, I think attackingly returns have just not been there for Madueke. And I think, to be really honest, the case can be made for Pedro Netto to be on the right wing. I think it's a very, very good result for us, bro, considering like where we are trying to go, our goals this season and performance. This was one of the best performances of the season, especially at Stamford Bridge, and a really, really good result for me in terms of how we play, defensively solidity, attackingly, especially Pedro Netto getting the goal, and overall team's morale, the way they came back again, 1-0 down. A lot of players last season put their heads down. A lot of times, 2 seasons back, when we are down, heads down. Today, the players went for it. Against Manchester United, 1-0 down, Caicedo comes up with the stunner. 1-0 down today, Pedro Netto comes with the stunner. This is something we have not been seeing as a Chelsea fan. When a team goes down, they never come back. But they're doing it right now. Amazing strikes in previous 2 games now by Caicedo, by Netto. This team never gives up. Nottingham Forest, Madueke came up with the goal. This season, in every adversity, this team fights with it. Every time we go a goal behind, they play their football. They never throw it away. They never like try to go over it or get frustrated. They go for it. This season, how many points we have really saved? Newcastle, we got it we were 1-0 down, 1-1, got it 2-1. Nottingham Forest, 1-0 down, got an equalizer. Wolves game, 2-2, 6-2. Today, 1-0 down, stunner by Netto. 1-0 down to United, stunner by Caicedo. This season, whenever we have been in adversity, we have responded. When Liverpool went 1-0, we brought it 1-1. Yes, we conceded, but the side keeps on fighting, and that is what makes me really happy. Last season or season before, whenever we went down, there was never a character to come back. And that is a big improvement from Chelsea in terms of last season, this season, the mentality and the way we are playing. I'm really proud of each and every player. And quickly on the topic I was discussing, Pedro Netto for me has to now, he's making a case to be on the right, and Mudryk is making a case to be on the left wing. Mudryk, even in this game, when he had a bit of little touches, was not much into the game, but when he was in the game, Mudryk looked really dangerous. And I still believe Mudryk brings more danger from the left, Netto brings more danger from the right, and overall for me, Netto now is making a clear case because Madueke is really inconsistent. Netto for me is making a clear case to go on the right, and overall with Mudryk on the left, Jackson up top, and then you have got Palmer in the middle. But the only thing I want the manager to change is put Palmer on the right side, not the left side. What we are doing right now is playing Caicedo on the right side of the midfield, but Palmer on the left, and Palmer is not having good combinations. That is where Palmer is not dangerous, and I think we are really wasting one of our best players. So that is something I was really disappointed in. Palmer on the left side, he was really ineffective for the whole of the game. But Pedro Neto, what a goal. And even if he would not have scored, he was still playing really out of his skin. And his defensive work rate is something we have to question. Now, I'm not blaming Madueke for the goal, but I think Madueke tracking back has to be a bit better. In terms of what Netto does, I think Netto defensively provides us more than Madueke. Attackingly, he provides more than Madueke. I love Madueke, but I think Netto is a tier above. And I think with Mudryk, the dangers Mudryk brings with his pace and acceleration, I will like to see Netto on the right and Mudryk on the left. This is not overreaction. I said it in the previous match as well against Manchester United. I need to see Netto on the right because Netto, with his left foot, his overall tracking back defensive work rate and his intelligence, he provides us a much more. And Mudryk on the left can bring something different. And I think that is what I've been trying to see for some time. And just from a solid defensive against us in the reverse fixture area, I think it's very, very far away. By then, we could even be a better side, or nobody knows where we are. But I expect us to become a better side because as the season has gone, we have become defensively really good. Against Forest, we conceded 1 goal. Against Liverpool, we conceded 2. And Liverpool are a really good team, top of the league right now. We conceded 1 at Old Trafford, which was a penalty by our own goalkeeper, awful goalkeeper. And today, again, we conceded 1 goal, which is a goalkeeping mistake. So we have been defending well in recent weeks. Like, we get the tag of Chelsea not being good defensively, Chelsea a defensive calamity at the back. And when people analyze Chelsea, it's always saying one thing: oh, Chelsea is not good defensively, Chelsea is not this, that. But when you watch Chelsea matches, our defense does play well. It's just that bozo moments in the game which leads us down. Like today, we defended really well, but we had 2 bozo moments. We were capitalized on one, and we were saved from other. One was a free kick where Havertz was offside, everybody switched off, and one was the goal where the defense switched off, but the goalkeeper has to be making the save. That's the only weakness in a team. And if we go forward and improve that, we can become a very, very strong team. Attackingly, people might be concerned that our attackers are not scoring the goals. But remember, Wolves, and then you compare them to Arsenal or a likes of United or a likes of Liverpool, is very different. We are still a very good attacking team. We will pull a lot of goals against Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester. But remember, when you're playing good teams, the same thing is not going to happen. You aren't going to score 3 or 4 against Arsenal. So I think people being angry, the Chelsea attack is not as good as it used to be. No. You're playing a really good Arsenal team today. Defensively solid. Context is necessary. So people watching, please do like. Please subscribe and support the channel. Your e-support goes a long way in helping the channel. I'm really happy with the way we have played today. If you're an Arsenal fan, I will discuss on Arsenal as well, because I think performance was not that bad from Arsenal. They have a lot of positives to build upon. But the problem with Arsenal is that they're 9 points behind Liverpool. And that is something they will have very difficult to power it down. And after international break, they play a counter-attacking Nottingham Forest side. So it's going to be very, very interesting. So quickly going on to the next topic to discuss, people. And let's start with Caicedo. This man gets a lot of disrespect as always because he's one of the highest paid midfielder in the world. He's the highest paid signing midfielder in the world. He gets a lot of criticism. And since last season, 2024 January, this man has been playing out of his skin, putting in fantastic performances, whether it's tackling, interceptions, the passes he's making forward. This man, his passing is not talked about enough. This man's vision, the way he passes, is fantastic. So many passes he finds where Jackson is one-on-one with the defender. So many times he makes the through balls, which is not capitalized upon. Caicedo, last season was also really good, but never got his credit. This season he's leveled his game and showing the Caicedo we used to see at Brighton, and top-class midfielder. And when you play a player in his right position, like previously at Chelsea and this season by the manager as well, he was being played a lot as a DM to either protect Enzo Fernandez. And last season in the Pochettino, he's playing as a DM. He is not a DM. He's a box-to-box midfielder that can make good passes, that can play near to the box and be in the both boxes. That is Caicedo's strength. And finally, playing in the box-to-box role, with Lavia being the holding midfielder, that's bringing the best out of Caicedo. Today, from the start of the game, first he was on Rice and then shifted to Odegaard, but overall, he was really, really good in the whole game. His tackling, his interceptions, his overall passion, the way, the energy he brought to the game, And then attackingly, there was an opportunity where he found Jackson. He was winning the balls and having us retain the possession back. Caicedo was absolutely immense today. Absolute solid. Just like the previous game, he was really, really good today and showed everyone what he's really capable of. And when you play him in his right position, we have a really, really top-class midfielder there that can win the ball, tackle, run with it, make beautiful passes through balls. That is something we need from our midfielders. Absolutely top-class work by Caicedo today. I'm so happy with the performance today. At least I will say it's an 8 out of 10 performance and fantastic from him. He was really, really good today. And because Caicedo was good, we somehow hindered Odegaard. We hindered the impact of Rice today. Rice was not really good today. Like Rice was playing the Xhaka role today, but Rice was really not impactful today. And why? Because of this man. Moses Caicedo, top class today. And I was so happy with the performance today. And I think he now has to start getting credit now. He is right now on form, the best midfielder in the league. I'm not hitting otherwise. Gravenberch has been good, but nowhere near the Caicedo level. Caicedo is the best performing midfielder in the season so far, and on ability as well, the best midfielder in the league so far. He is top class. It's just that you need to watch Chelsea matches. People just make an assessment. They don't watch Chelsea matches. Go on, see a mistake, and go on Caicedo. Start watching Chelsea matches. You will see how important this guy is, and he was absolutely outstanding today. I'm so happy with him. So happy with Caicedo, and he's showing by the signing for that money. This man is top class. Big up to Gulshan, big up my brother. And people do go and subscribe to Just Sports, his Gulshan's channel. He makes the videos on it, so do go and subscribe. And I guess on Sanchez, remembers Carriers every time. I think I won't say Carriers because Carriers could not even make some good saves. Like Sanchez can become a Superman one day and then become a Bozo man another day. That's the problem. It's like he has two different genes, positive and negative. One day I'm going to say, I'm going to win the league. And then, no, I'm going to finish top 5. Like, that is the problem with Sanchez. Bozo and Superman at one time. This man made a fantastic save with his head and then went on and, like, gave the near post. Please score from here, please. You know the player Martinelli, he will only try to score there. If you keep the near post, your body there, he has nowhere to go. He has nowhere to score. So he will try to put the cross into the box and someone will clear it. Why are you giving him the near post? Please score. Please. That's what Sanchez did today. He gave him the whole goal. Please score it. I'm furious at him because he's a good goalkeeper, but what can I say? And 10 बंदे खेलते हैं, Chelsea जीते, एक बंदा खेलता है, Chelsea आ रहे, निकालो इसको Sanchez. I think with Sanchez, big problem. Like, I do think he has some abilities to be a good goalkeeper, but that bozo doesn't allow him to be. That mistakes will never allow Sanchez to be the level of the player he can be. Like when Chelsea signed him, I remember the reports were coming out with the media that Chelsea sees something great in him and can think this could be a blinder. But now he's turned to a disaster because he has those bozo moments. Again today, and again, how much can I defend him? I love every Chelsea player. I never want to criticize any Chelsea player. I know these players are humans. I know these players will be the most sad, not us. We are fans. These players are professional. They will be more sad than us that they've not won the game. So I don't want to criticize anyone. I love every Chelsea player. I don't want to come on the stream and be angry or say anything about them. These are humans. But Sanchez, for me, the only problem is that this season, he has saved us a game against Nottingham Forest, but he has literally lost us a game against Manchester City where we were 1-0 down. We could have equalized, and he could not save a simple Kovacic shot. And then against Liverpool, we got it 1-1. If he makes a save, the game could turn out to be very different. And against Manchester United, it was 0-0. You never know, the game could have gone different. He again makes a mistake. And today, again, the game is 0-0. Again, he could have saved it. The problem is, he's an average keeper. And for a top 4 club, average is good. Average is good. But overall, if you want to win Premier League titles, you want to win Carabao Cups, you want to win FA Cups, you want to win Conference League, you need a goalkeeper that when the moment arrives, he can save it. Alisson doesn't have to save 5 saves every match. No. He has to make the 2 saves and he makes it. You go to Ederson. Ederson doesn't have to do anything in the match. He can go there, sip his drink, but he has to make those 2 saves and he makes those. You go to David Raya, 1 or 2 times he's tested, he makes a save. That is the only problem with Sanchez. He makes the saves, but he makes easy things look difficult. And that is the problem. I think Cucurella never gets the respect, brother. He never ever gets the respect. Why? Because I think there's stigma among the people. Today, even I remember the Sky Sports were asking him that Gary Neville has given you the man of the match award because Gary was the one who used to criticize him a lot, to be honest. So I think it was good to see the way he played today. And Cucurella will never get the respect. And quickly, I think because Gulshan has brought it, I will take it to Cucurella. Cucurella has been immense this season. When I was seeing combined 11 and people putting Timber over Cucurella, I was surprised because a left back, this man is immense. And when you play him rightfully, he will give you performance. This man is a warrior. His Chelsea career did not start really well, but as it went on, he's really played well. And the fans booed him, remember, in the West Ham game. And this man has shut everyone up now. And every Chelsea fan loves him to bits. That's the mentality you need in a player that can change fans' opinion. Very rare player in Chelsea history will have done that, where fans have booed him, like Jorginho, and change it around. Cucurella is fantastic, and again today, he learned from Bukayo Saka's previous performance. When the last time these two played, Saka cooked him. Saka absolutely cooked him in the match. I'm talking about Arsenal-Chelsea, where Arsenal beat Chelsea 5-0, and he responded. He absolutely kept Saka in the pocket. Yes, one time, Saka got the best of him, and if Merino was smart, he would have scored that goal. But overall, he was really solid today. He was absolutely solid today, Cucurella. Attackingly, he was not doing much because the manager wanted him to stay back. In the end, he made that great run, won the free kick, and took the time away from the game, which really helped us. He was immense today. And when it comes to defensive performances, this man is great. When it comes to defensively doing your job, tackling, interception, being in the right position, he's intelligent. He could be a small height, but he puts himself in and goes at his opposition. I love him, man. This man is a true warrior. Yes, is he a great attacking left back, like you can say what Robertson used to be or what Chilwell used to be 3 to 4 years back? No. But even if you watch Brighton when he was there, his game was never attacking. He was always more like a left centre back or a defensive sided left back who can make the runs in. And now you're seeing the performances in this inverted role. He's superb. In the midfield, he's solid. In the defense, he's solid. And I'm so proud of him today. And his role was crucial today because Bukayo Saka and White are really dangerous and they combined really well. And we were helped that White was not going forward, which might be Arteta's instruction. But he was solid today against Bukayo Saka. Because Saka, for me, is one of the best wingers in the league. And he was absolutely solid. And rightfully man of the match, I still think he should be Netto because of the goal. But Cucurella was outstanding today. And I'm so happy with him. He's shutting his doubters down and he's playing really well. And now with Vega has backup as well. Defensively, we have enough options. We have enough players. The only problem with us is a good goalkeeper, but with bozo moments. That's the only problem Chelsea have got right now. I'm so happy with Cucurella. And आज अच्छा था, but consistency will have to improve. Don't worry, Sanchez will turn to prime Buffon when Spurs are able to come to Stamford Bridge. I think that's the problem. He might turn to prime Buffon, but he might also turn to prime Karius in the next match. So again, with Chelsea, consistency nahi hai. The problem with Chelsea is we are not consistent. We can beat, like I told you here, we have done really well today. We still got a draw. Our next 3 matches are Leicester, Villa, Southampton. Minimum, we should get 7 points. If we even lose one of these games, let alone 2, it's again back to negative Chelsea. We have to go there and win at least 2 of these matches, especially Leicester, who are a poor side, and Southampton, who are one of the worst side in the league. We need to go there and beat these 2 teams. Villa at home, okay. If we draw, fair result. We need to take 7 from these matches, and that's where the consistency of this team comes into question. Quickly now, people have to go and discuss other topics as well. And let's do a bit of talk on ourselves. Just a bit of talk on this match. I think it was one of Arsenal's decent performances compared to Bournemouth or the match against Newcastle. They were good today for me. They did play well. I think when they got their full side today, Ben White, Timber, Saliba, Gabriel, Raya, Partey, Rice. I think Partey still tried his best to mark Palmer and did his job. Rice was poor for me today, just my opinion. I think Odegaard was again today ineffective, but you have to remember this guy is coming back after such a long time. But even being poor, this guy made them tick in possession. I think Martinelli should have finished the first chance. He scored a goal. Good. Sanchez also told him, please score here. But Martinelli should have wrapped that chance in the first half. Saka, I think, tried his best, but Cucurella did a really good job. And he go to the forward line, the striker Havertz. He was a nonsense today. I think he did his job. So Arsenal still looked at the best. But the problem that I've been telling you for a long time is even if they get their lineup right, they get their full players back, they're right now bereft of confidence. Right now, the attackers, they're not that much confident right now. Defensively, to be really honest, they were solid today. This is the Arsenal defensive we used to see last season. They were solid. Like Gusto was a chance where, to be honest, they were poor. But other than that, in the whole game, I think they were defensively solid. When a player like Netto scores a goal like that, you just have to take the hats off. But overall, I think they were defensively solid. They look like the Arsenal we know, Gabriel, Saliba, they were solid. And then you go on to White defensively. White was done by Netto. But I think on the left side, Timber did a good job. Partey had a good game. So defensively, they look solid. But overall, the problem is the damage is done. Can they recover a 9-point difference? Is it impossible? No. If they go on a 4-5 match winning run, 10-run winning run, anything would happen. But right now, the problem is this Liverpool team has Van Dijk, one of the best players in the league. They've got Trent Alexander-Arnold, best right back in the league. They've got, I will say, Matt Caicedo, who's still one of the best midfielder in the league. You've got Luis Diaz, who is very in-form attacker and still can do a job. You have still got Alisson, who is not playing right now, one of the best keeper in the league. Konate, one of the best defender in the league. Mo Salah, a monster. And the problem now you face is that you're playing a Liverpool side, which is not going to drop so many points. If Arsenal fans are thinking that Liverpool will go on a 5 or 6 match winless run, that is not going to happen. The only way Arsenal will be back in this race is that Liverpool go on 3 or 4 match barren run and Arsenal for at least 10 matches do not drop point. Still is possible, but it has to be a miracle. Liverpool has to play really bad. Arsenal has to go on an unbelievable run, and then they'll be back in the title race. So I still don't believe the title race is over. But the biggest thing is when Manchester City play Liverpool in 2 weeks' time or 3 weeks' time, City have to beat Liverpool for Arsenal to be back in the race, and that's at Anfield. Like, to be really honest, if you see Liverpool fixtures, the hardest fixture they've got, to be honest, is more like Newcastle, Manchester City. That's it. And Liverpool, for me, they are not going to drop so many points. In next 8 games, max to max, they're going to drop 5 points. The only way Arsenal can be back in the race if they go on a 7-8 match run. But one positive for Arsenal fans, which I'm going to talk right now before I go to Chelsea again, is Arsenal have played City, Chelsea, they have played Tottenham, they have played Liverpool, they have played every tough fixture. They have played Aston Villa, and now the only tough team they have to play, to be honest, is United. But on paper, Arsenal should be beating Manchester United, and they've got a very, very good run. For the next, I can say, 8 game weeks, Arsenal should at least be targeting 7 wins. If they can go on a 7-8 match winning run, and there's a big possibility that Liverpool might win 5 of those or 6 of those. And if before the January window comes, if Arsenal can go on being 4 to 5 points behind Liverpool and go on and make a signing if required, then yes, they are back in this race. But right now, Arsenal fans, Arsenal Football Club, the players, they need to shut it, do their job on the pitch, and stop worrying about title race. For Arsenal, the focus should be this season should not go in vain, not like finishing 4th in the league, 5th in the league, and everything breaking away. And if negativity creeps in the Arsenal fan base, it will creep into the players, creep into the club, and finish them. They have to right now focus on getting the results, putting the title race aside, winning their matches 1 game by a time, and then see where they are. Focus on Carabao Cup, FA Cup, Champions League. Do not finish in the playoff for the Champions League. Try to finish in the top 9, win your Carabao Cup game, win your Premier League games, and just see the table as each week passes, and then see where you are. That's the only way right now. Title race is not done for Arsenal, but they're at least 80% out for me, and that's a reality. Quickly now, going on Enzo Fernandez, and I'll take some chats. Hope Chelsea prove me wrong, but I feel Chelsea will bottle. I don't think, bro, that's happening because Southampton are the worst side in the league. If you do that, I'm going to lose my mind on the stream. I might need to use my head and blast it into the wall if you drop points to Southampton and Stamford Bridge. Like, they are the worst side in the league. I'm not denying. Not Wolves, not Everton. Southampton, Russell Martin is the worst side in the league. If we drop points to them, my God, if we drop points to them, I will have to blast my head and hopefully I live. Because we cannot drop points to them, to be honest. Please, people watching, do like, do subscribe. Your e-support goes a very, very long way in helping the channel. And quickly going on Enzo Fernandez. Like, I think when he came on, he changed the game. Enzo Fernandez, for me, when he came on today, was really good. I think for me, he should have came on earlier. I think, to be really honest, we were begging for substitution. I think the manager was really late today to making substitutions. I was unhappy. We should have made substitutions a long time ago. Enzo came on and was absolutely solid. He helped us keep more of the ball. He suddenly helped us to move the ball forward, make those through balls. And I think Enzo was really good today when he came on. I'm not saying about that pass. It's a basic pass and Netto scored a goal, not about an assist. But Enzo played really well today. If you really judge a midfielder by GNA, I have to question your football knowledge. Because that is not what midfielder's job is. His job is to let the play continue, to be defensively solid in transitions, attackingly helping the team attack flow. That's the duty of a midfielder. Enzo Fernandez defensively, we know he's not as good. He needs a Caicedo or Lavia along with him. But one thing I really want to see from Enzo is that passing, through balls, that vision, and we saw it today. And when he came on the pitch for Lavia, when Lavia was there, we were defensively solid, but we were not able to get the ball forward, not able to keep the ball. When Enzo came, we looked calm, we looked composed, and kept the ball. So this was one of better Enzo Fernandez performances this season. He looked really, really good. And after the break, I think he's making a solid case, especially when we play the likes of Leicester or a Southampton. Both Caicedo and Lavia are not necessary. Lavia can go on the bench. Enzo can play deeper. That should be more than enough to beat these sides where we need that vision of Enzo Fernandez, that passing of Enzo Fernandez, that attacking qualities Enzo Fernandez has got. While when we play good teams, we can drop him for transitions and then bringing him on 60-65 minutes and try to change the game. So for me today, Enzo Fernandez was really good today, and I'm really happy with the performance because for me, when he came on the pitch, we looked miles better. Absolutely miles better. And quickly going on to the next one, Malo Gusto. Like with Malo Gusto again, it's just good and bad. I love this player, man. I love Malo Gusto. People don't really understand, but I love Malo Gusto. This man is talented. From one season being one of the best right back in the league to not being good, it doesn't happen overnight. He's a very good player. He's still learning the system. His confidence right now is absolutely dwindled, and hopefully recovers that, because every player needs that confidence to drive him through. And right now, he looks very fit. Today again, that chance. Now, I'm not blaming him because he's not really good in goal scoring. I'm not expecting Gusto to blast it in the back of the net, but that's a basic chance. That is a 2-yard goal you have to score. Other than that, today there were many opportunities where attackingly or passing wise, nah, Gusto, what are you doing? But I think defensively he made some really good blocks today. So today I think it was more like the Gusto we used to see, good, but a bit more bad still. So he still has to find that confidence. But today I still saw the parts of Gusto's game which made me happy. Defensively important blocks, tackles. Still defensively was aware of his surrounding. Really tracked Martinelli well today in the first half. So I was really happy in that part. The problem was still those passes were not coming off. Attackingly, he was looking very less confident. Missed time passes. And I think right now he's just built for confidence. But I still believe there's a very good player in him. And with more time and patience for the fans, we'll see what he's capable of. We just need to trust in this guy because there's clear talent in this boy. He's just built for confidence right now. So with Gusto, I saw the good and bad. Do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments and like and subscribe. Now, full discussion on Robert Sanchez. I don't really want to criticize any Chelsea player. I love every Chelsea player. These are human beings as well. This is why I never say bad about anyone. These are human beings, footballers. But Sanchez, you have to do better, man. How can I really describe it? You were there. If you're a keeper, you are near post, and that's just my explanation. I'm not a footballer. I'm just sitting here, anything. But you know that he will try to score from there. From that angle, the ball should never go in the back of the net. For you, it's very simple. Just go there and block the area. He was there, score. That reminded me of Dean Henderson against Mohamed Salah. That was just allow me to score a goal. You had to just block that post and let him cross. If he crosses and scores, fair. Nobody's criticizing you. Fofana deserves criticism. Mediocre deserves criticism for not tracking. But you allowed him so easy. And Martinelli is a player who is not clinical, who is bereft of confidence, and you allowed him a free goal. Really poor work by Sanchez there. And this season, he's been fantastic in so many matches. Wolves match, he got an assist. He was really good in terms of keeping. Good in Nottingham Forest match. I was so happy with him. Made some really important save. Liverpool game, awful mistake. Awful mistake. Manchester United game, awful mistake. Today's game, awful mistake. And if we have any ambition in the future to win the league titles or Carabao Cups or FA Cup, we cannot have a goalkeeper where I'm getting a heart attack, he's going to have a bozo moment. And I also am having a confidence he can be a Superman. If today anyone has a penalty against Chelsea, I know Sanchez is here. But I also know for the whole game, I'm going to sitting here, Sanchez no, Sanchez no, Sanchez no. And he gives you a heart attack. We have to upgrade. I like Sanchez. I do see an ability in him. But until he cuts this part of his game, which is, I think this is not physical. This is something which cannot be trained. This has to be done by him. He has to do better in these departments. And going on another topics now. Hopefully, bro, I don't have to do it. But if we drop points to Southampton, bro, we have to. It's like dropping points to the worst team in the league. I don't even know will this Southampton side even get 25 points. They are that bad. They are that bad. Ipswich, Everton, Leicester are still good enough. I don't even know will this Southampton side got 25 points. If we drop points to them, I should be blasting that into the head because my head will be gone. It will be absolutely gone. Quickly going on to the next one, guys. Lavia, I think he had a very, very good first half. Lavia was really, really good in the first half today. And I really like his play today. He was really, really solid. His duty was more towards, I believe, Odegaard in the first half. But that quickly went towards, I will say, Rice. And he was really, really good today. I think Lavia, in terms of his press resistance, the way he carried the ball from the back, it was really good. But I think as the game went on, he's still a player who is just now playing his first season at Chelsea. Did not play last season. He was not really effective in the second half. And creatively, he will not bring you what Enzo Fernandez does. That's something we have to work it out. With Lavia and Caicedo, we are defensively solid. But with Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo, we are attackingly good, but defensively awful. And that is something we have to work the balance out. And I think when we play poor sides in the league, Enzo can start. When we play good sides on transitions, we can start Lavia. And that's the way I think we can really go. So you agree with me? Let me know in the comments in this regards. And now going on defensively. And this is something which has been causing us for a lot of time. Poor mistakes defensively. And these are something Chelsea have to cut off from the game. We are a very, very good side. We are a really good side. We've really progressed now really well. We're defensively, every match becoming solid. You go on to the match against Forest, Newcastle. You go on to Liverpool match, United match. We have defensively now become really solid in comparison to the start of the season. we have only like 1 or 2 opportunities where we give opponents a chance to score a goal. But the problem right now is why we are giving those 1-2 chances away. And with Chelsea, everybody knows you will have one chance at least in the game where you'll score a goal, and that's the problem. And that is not happening because of the system. That is not happening because the system is wrong or the manager is not learning. It's only happening because the bozo moments we have at the back, sometimes from the goalkeeper, sometimes Levy Colville trying a poor pass and it's straight away going to opposition. Today, Levy made a very poor pass, and thankfully it was Martinelli. Otherwise, it could have been in the back of the net. Sanchez again being poor. It's defensively we are sometimes we are just absolutely switching off, and that is not good. We are our own worst enemy right now. We have played really well this season, and we could easily have been right now second in the league. But I think we are our own worst enemy. Still, that's not a problem. Our goal is to be in the top 4 this season, but overall, we have to cut it out. If we cannot cut this pass out of a game, we might not win a trophy this season, because when you have to go in the final, you cannot make these mistakes. So that is something we have to work out, because we are right now our own worst enemies. Oh, okay, Sebastian, and thank you so much, bro, for all the support. Love you to bits, man. Thank you so much for all the support, and best of luck for the match. I think Barca is going to win today, and hopefully they do. Big up, my brother, and thank you so much for all the support, my brother. And quickly coming on, guys, is there any topic which I've not discussed? Jackson. Like I was saying at halftime, Jackson getting a lot of criticism, and I was saying, why are you criticizing Jackson? Have you seen the game? The man was left isolated. Like William Saliba and Gabriel are one of the most toughest centre back in the world to really go against. And this man was not even being in the service or time on the ball. But when he had the ball, he made a toast out of Saliba, toast out of Gabriel. And this man is that good. When he has the ball, his acceleration, his dribbling, his carry with the ball, he's fantastic. He's still a very, very good striker. If you're expecting him to be clinical in front of goal, blast the ball in the back of the net, no. That's never going to be his game. But he's a damn good footballer. And today again, when he had the ball, he troubled Saliba, and again he was really good. Another opportunity, he troubled Gabriel, put a cross into the box, but there was no one. Jackson is a very good footballer, and again when he plays, he makes our team better. This is a comparison with him and Nkunku. Nkunku is a better finisher, Nkunku is more clinical, but naturally Nkunku is not a striker, and this is why he doesn't bring these aspects in the game that Jackson does. And today again, Jackson might have not got a goal or an assist, but I think he put a striker performance today. He did his job. It's just that the other players in the team were not bringing him into the play. And Arsenal were defensively so solid that he never had an opportunity. But still, with his touches, the way he ran with the ball, creating spaces for the others, being in the right position, Jackson again for me was really, really good. And I just love him to bits. And I think he's a very good striker. Might be biased, but I really love him to bits. And I think he's a top-class striker who deserves more respect, but never gets this respect from rivals or our own fans. I don't know for whatever reason. Because this man is absolutely top-class footballer and amazing footballer who deserves his credit. And quickly now, guys, going on to the next topic to discuss. But again, on Jackson, I want to know your opinions. I just believe this man gets absolutely undue respect. He is one of the best striker in the league in terms of his off-the-ball play, his touches, his dribbling. It's just the problem is that other aspect he really never excels in, but that was never his profile. This is why in future, I want to see Chelsea play Jackson on the left and Cuckoo up top, and then play with the Palmer or Netto. That is something I really want to see, but is it going to happen? Most probably not, people. And quickly going on to the next topic to discuss, guys. Please go watching, do like, and do subscribe. And I think this is something I really want to talk about. Palmer being on the right side, and I think right now we're not playing him in his right position and not really helping him. The problem is, at the start of the season, Palmer was playing on the right with Gusto and Madueke, and they had some very good combinations. Palmer and Madueke were combining really well. Palmer was on his favorite side. He was cutting inside, shooting from the right side, and it was helping him. Today's game, we played him on the left. Caicedo was on the right, and it never helped Madueke. It never helped Palmer, and I think it was not the right decision. Palmer has to be on the right side of the midfield. That is where he does really well. In the second half, when he was on the left side combining with Netto, it never worked. It never worked. He was never effective. He was never effective on the left side. He's always effective when he's allowed to cut inside, make those passes, and use his left foot to his best ability. Yes, he was poor today. He's just suffering injuries, so he's also not at his best. But I think we are not playing in the right position. So I think this is where I'm not happy that our best player is not playing in the right position. And big up to F2WB Football Talks and Villa people, please go subscribe to his channel. Good creator, Real Madrid fan. Hi Shrey bhai, how are you doing? Hope you're well. I'm good and well, bro. Hopefully, bro, you are well and good as well. Kaise ho bhai? And quickly going on to the next one, guys. Let's go. Come on. Yeah. Now coming on to top 4 on track, and I still believe he's actually on track, and this performance solidifies it. Because for me, to be really honest, I believe in this league, we are going to be very poor teams. Leicester, Ipswich, Southampton, our attack will shine. We have got good bench strength. We have got good attacking players. And even today, you saw what attacking players can do when they get the opportunity. Netto with that goal. I think Palmer was being man-marked, but I think Netto looked really good. You go on to Jackson and the ball will look really dangerous. And once we get more spaces into the game or get poor defenses to work against, I think we are going to do really well. But against the big teams as well, I think, to be really honest, we have improved our performances. Especially the biggest thing I really want to talk about is the defense. Like the biggest criticism Chelsea get is defense. Our defense is really calamatic. They are making errors. We are not really good defensively, but that is something we've really improved upon. We have right now been really doing well defensively for the last some matches. Yes, we've conceded goals every match, but I think that's been a bozo moments. In comparison to the start of the season when we were giving away easy chances, we have really improved defensively. And that is something which really, really makes me happy because I think defensively, we've done really, really well. And मैच देखा मैंने काफी अच्छा खेला Chelsea as soon as Arsenal scored. I knew एक गोल तो मारेगी Chelsea. The mindset is there and the future looks bright for you guys. Thankfully, bro. And I have to agree. Like the biggest thing, bro, I have to say is the fighting spirit in this Chelsea team. This season, we have gone behind and we have come back. That is something the Chelsea team never used to do before. We used to put our heads down or be negative. This is a massive, massive positive. I'm so proud of the team because this is something you want your players to go for. When you're behind, go more. Try to score the goal and keep playing your football. And that's what we are doing. I'm so happy with the mentality right now in the dressing room. It's really improved and it's a very good sign. And quickly on this topic now, going more detail, I think top four is on track. See, we're up against some really poor sides. United, Tottenham, Aston Villa, Brighton. Like we all are inconsistent. I'm including Chelsea in that. We're all inconsistent. But let's be honest, right now it's very, very tight. This is going to be a tight battle and you have to get away from the battle. Right now, 4 points, we're above Manchester United for a team that's having a very poor season. Then you've got the likes of Tottenham. Even after all the poor season, they're having the 3 points behind us. But the difference is we have played a hard fixtures. We have done with the hard fixtures. Now we only have to play one big six side, and that is Tottenham, and that's it. So our job is done. And the next 3 matches are Leicester at away, Southampton home, Villa home, and I'm expecting us to minimum get 7 points. And if we can get 7 points, we'll get far away from this bunch. Right now, what I see from this Chelsea side is that attacking strength we have got. The matches last season will lose 1-0, we are drawing 1-1, and we're getting the extra point. Bournemouth match, we should have dropped points, we won. Nottingham Forest, we could have lost 1-0 last season, we got a draw. The game against Newcastle, we could have drawn 1-1, we got the victory. Today, a match we could have lost, we got a point. And there's a difference between Chelsea this season and last season, and why I think we'll get top 4. And once we play some poor quality teams in this league, like Ipswich respectfully, Southampton, Leicester, we will get those points. Yes, this match adds more pressure into it, but we still got 1 point at Old Trafford, 1 to Arsenal at home, 3 Newcastle at Stamford Bridge, and lost to Liverpool in a good performance. So I'm very happy. Top 4 is on track, and the biggest thing, as the season is going, we're defensively improving. We aren't having a lot of injury crisis. The players look fit, and right now on paper, we have still the best attacking comparison to Tottenham, United, Villa, Brighton. Defensively, we're improving, and I think that's what gives us edge. And today's performance, mentality, the way we played, and how comfortable the players look, our midfield, this even makes me more sure that we are going to be top for this season. Do you agree with me on this, people? Let me know in the chat and do like and subscribe. And quickly going on, guys, the player ratings in this match for Chelsea. Quickly, people, please participate with me and let me know your player rating because, people, your opinion for me really means a lot. Where it's gone, player rating. Yeah. Let's start with the goalkeeper. So first of all, going on Robert Sanchez, I have to give him, I think, a 3 or 4. He made a great save with his head, but I think that is something you have to save. I have no excuse for that. I love every Chelsea player. I support him, and I hope Robert Sanchez one day proves me wrong and becomes one of the best keepers in the world. But that is not happening because one day he's a Superman, one day he's a bozo man, and that's the way it really goes. But I love him. I love every Chelsea player, but he irritates me. And today again, he left the near post empty, score there, and that's basic error. That's not even an error I can defend. That's a basic error. Really sad in that. He had a good game, but then makes that mistake. Quickly going on to the right side, Gusto, I have to give him a 5 for that miss. But I think that's the Gusto I want to see. He still looked good. Defensively was absolutely solid. So I'm really happy with his performance in terms of this was much better than last week's disaster. But overall, still not absolutely good enough. I go to the center. Colwell, 6. He was really good. He won so many headers in the set pieces. But why 6? Because he literally gave Arsenal 2 to 3 passes that should have been goals. And that is something you cannot do against a team like Arsenal, attackers like Saka or Martinelli. And that's where I'm not happy with Colwell. But Wesley Fofana, 7. I'm not happy where he switched off and they scored the goal with Martinelli. But the way he carried the ball, his defensive work today, the way he handled Martinelli as well in some opportunities, Fofana looked really good today. Like one of his better defensive performances this season, he was really, really good today. And with Fofana, I've always said this man has the ability. He's a very good defender. But when a player is injured for 2 seasons, it's very difficult to regain your form the way you used to play. And with this man, I'm really praying that this man finds his form because he's a top player and I really don't want to see it spoiled. And today, he really played well. Cucurella, 8, top class. This man gets so much criticism, but today again showed what he's really capable of. Top class performance. Top class. He kept Bukayo Saka mostly quiet for the game. Yes, there was one opportunity where Saka could have scored, but he kept Bukayo Saka quiet for the whole game. Defended really well. His job today was to be a left centre back, and he was absolutely solid. When he gives Cucurella duty to be a defender, he does his job. And the way this man has turned his Chelsea career around, when in the West Ham game, Chelsea fans were boo, which I hated. You should be supporting your players. You should be backing your players, not booing them for God's sake. But it changed. Like Jorginho, he went on. He made the fans now love himself. He's a warrior, loved in the dressing room, defensively solid. Is he a left back I really want to have in the future? Attacking left back? No. But he's a solid player, defensively solid, does his job, has the right mentality. And that is something you want to see in your player. Absolutely solid today. From the game he had against Arsenal last season, 5-0 defeat, to the improvement today. I'm proud of Marco Cucurella. Absolute fantastic game and deserving man of the match. I wanted to be given to Netto, but defensively he was really solid and needed the recognition, especially from a person like Gary Neville who criticized him a lot. I'm so happy with Cucurella. But now on Lavia, I think I have to give Lavia 6. He was really good in the first half, but I think as the second half went on, he really dwindled into the match. But still in the first half, he was pest resistant, absolutely solid, and he's still a player you can see what he can really bring to Chelsea. So with Lavia, I have to give him a 6. And overall, right now with Lavia, Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, my life is good. My life is good with the midfield I've got. And that takes me to Caicedo, 8. What a performance. He was wonderful from the start. And today, that was a captain's display. That was a mentality monster's display. He was a monster today. He killed Arsenal at the start of the game. It looked like it meant more to him. He wanted to prove people wrong and show what he's capable of. He has been really good from Chelsea from the start of 2024. But the media, with their agenda on Chelsea, they don't see Chelsea matches. They don't see it with their eyes. And it's just like, oh, Caicedo has made a mistake. Let me go at Chelsea and criticize them. But they don't see the matches. He has been really solid. He was not helped by Pochettino playing as CDM. Enzo Maresca at the start played him as a CDM, but it never worked. But when you play the man at his right position, box-to-box role, running with the ball, making those defensive interceptions, going forward, he is one of the best in the league. Like, one thing which is not being talked about enough is the passing range of Caicedo. Wow. What a passing range. The through balls he finds is gorgeous. Absolute gorgeous. This man is right now the best midfielder in the league. If Rodri was fit, I would have said Rodri, but because Rodri sadly is not fit, he is the best midfielder in the league. I'm not hearing otherwise. He is the best midfielder in the league right now. Moses Caicedo, top class. What a player. Had to give him an 8 today. He was solid, but that quickly for me takes me to Cole Palmer. And Palmer was not good today. Like, I have to be honest, he was not good today. But the manager also never helped him. He played him in the wrong position. He should have been combining with Madueke and playing on the right, but he was playing on the left side, and he was not really effective. That is not a side I want to see Palmer combining with Netto on the left wing, combining there with Cucurella not really inverting. He was all left alone. I don't know, was it a tactical side? But Palmer on the left side is a waste of time. And I think we really never helped him today. And he's still coming from an injury. So have to give him a 5. It's disappointing today. But I love Palmer to bits. And I think the manager got it wrong. He has to be on the right side. That's where Palmer is most effective. And that takes me now to Pedro Netto. Wow. What a goal. Like, when he was signed, people were talking about, he hasn't got a lot of GA. But who sees that? You want to see the player's technical ability, his quality. And this man is absolutely quality. On the ball, technically what he really brings. He is an absolute magician. And he played on the left side today, but first, credit his defensive work rate. Wow. His tracking back, his defensive work rate, his passion today. That is what you want to see from a player. That passion, that tracking back, that going forward. You really want to see that from a player in a derby. And he showed it. He was on Ben White, fighting with him. And that's what we see. Then, finally, the manager put him on the right. Madueke was not really effective. He went to the right. Fernandez found him, cut inside and blasted in the back of the net. Classic left winger goal. And wow. Wow. Netto has got that in his back. And I think right now with Madueke's inconsistent performances, he has to now put Netto on the right, play a guy like Mudryk on the left, or even a Jackson, or even Nkunku, and play Netto at his right foot position and give Madueke some competition. Because I think right now, Madueke is again getting inconsistent level and needs a reminder that in this team, no place is guaranteed. And that quickly brings me to Madueke. I have to give him a 5. Was he like left to dry with Palmer not being on the right? Yes. Did he still try to do his best? Absolutely yes. But was he ineffective and wasteful? Absolutely. So I have to give him a 5. and that takes me to Jackson, the 6. I think Jackson was really helped today with the style we were playing and Arsenal stifling him down. But whenever that man had ball, he had Saliba on toes, Gable on toes, and still when you give this man this ball, he knows what he can really provide. Man, love him to bits. I really love him. What a player Jackson is. And I think he gets unneeded criticism. This man, on the ball, really good. Off the ball, really good. Dribbling, really good. He is one of the best footballing strikers in the league. The only problem is clinicality is not there. But in this match, he did not even have one chance to score a goal. So how can you really criticize him in that? And quickly going on substitutions. First of all, Enzo Fernandez, I have to give him a 6. 7, I think he came on, he changed the game. 6 because he was substitute, but I want to give him a 7 because I think he changed the game. He brought possession back to Chelsea. Mudryk was for pitch on for very less time. But when he had the ball, he looked dangerous, but not much. So a 5 or a 6 will really work with him. And then a manager brought in Cucurella, gave him only 3 minutes. So what can really judge with him? This is something I think manager can improve upon. He has to be more proactive with the substitutions. So these are my player ratings. Do you agree with my player ratings? Let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe and let me know your opinion. Now, taking the comments. First of all, Predator Gaming Harsha brother. Thank you, big up my brother, and people do go and subscribe to his channel. Meduke, just pack and go home. I think that's a bit harsh, Harsha. I think still he's a good player, but I think he needs a bit of like kick up the backside. The manager again needs to remind him that Meduke, my boy, you still need to improve. Be consistent, bro. Go to the bench, work hard and come back. Beta jao, hard work karo, aur वापस आओ. फिर से consistent बनो. That's the thing with Meduke, but overall I like him. Like Meduke has got the ability, but Meduke की वही problem है ना. Meduke consistent nahi hai, and that's the problem. I'm happy here, but I think this is where I have to disagree, bro, because this is a very fake position. Why? Because we are right now only 4 points above United. We are 1 point above Fulham, 3 points above Brentford, 1 point over Villa, 1 point, I believe, no, 3 points over Tottenham, and equal with Arsenal. Like if we draw to Leicester City after international break and other results don't go our way, we could go from 3rd to 7th. This is why I don't think it's a correct thing to say that we are 3rd, because we can quickly go to 7th, but overall only 2 losses this season is a massive progress. Nah, bro. On the right side, Felix, no. I think Felix won't really work in this. Felix can only play in the position where Palmer plays. To be really honest, I want to see Netto, bro, on the right side, and I want to see Mudryk on the left side, or even a Jackson and then Cucurella up top. But see, my vision, people might, like, I want to say something, people might not agree with it. What I want Chelsea to do is play Caicedo. Lavia has 2 midfielders. I want Chelsea to play Nkunku and Palmer in that middle hole. I want Nkunku playing as a left-sided number 10, Palmer playing as a right-sided number 10, with Noni Madueke, with, I will say, Netto and Jackson. Now, this is a risky style because that means Cucurella might have to be dropped out, or James or Gusto might be dropped out. But I think attackingly, especially against weaker opponents, this style can really help us. Livy Colwill, Reece James, Wesley Fofana's back 3, and the midfield of Caicedo, Lavia, attackingly, Nico Jackson and Cucurella, Palmer, Madueke, Netto, and we can play this style against poor teams like Ipswich, Southampton, Leicester, and attackingly, we are going to kill them. So this is something I really want us to do, but will the manager do it? I really don't think so. And guys, again, who are watching, do like, do subscribe, and the biggest thing, guys, do let me know your opinion on this match and the way it's really went. And what do you really make out of it? We have still a lot to discuss, and it's nearly 1 hour. It's 1:20 at my place. My God, I'm feeling sleepy. I have to go to work. But quickly going on. Now to this one. Only 2 defeats this whole season. 5 wins, 4 draws, and just 2 defeats in this whole season. That is a massive progress. From last season, guys, if you remember, we had like 11 defeats, or we had like, I don't remember fully, but I'm sure we had 11 defeats last season. To have only 2 defeats by this stage, already playing really good. The 2 defeats being against Anfield, Liverpool, and first match of the season against Manchester City. Every time we've been down in a match, the players have responded. It's a very positive sign. 2 defeats, that means defensively we're improving. We have the attacking quality to get us away from trouble, and that is something which I really like. There were some matches we deserved to lose, like Bournemouth, we won that game. There were matches we didn't deserve to lose, but we were losing, but we responded, like Nottingham Forest, like the match against, you can say, United, the match today, and then you can say matches like Newcastle where we won, but it was 1-1, but we found the quality and we won the match. It's a massive positive, and I'm so happy with the team right now. And this is a massive positive to only have 2 defeats this whole season. That's a massive positive. And quickly now, on ending the video, just final part, it's just a final match reaction. Chelsea won, Arsenal won. I think people might say Netto saves Chelsea, but my thumbnail is right. Chelsea get it right today. Today, defensively, we were absolutely solid. Attackingly, I think we did really well. And I'm just proud of this team. I'm just absolutely proud of each and every player. Today, they made everyone proud. And guys, I'm done. I'm exhausted. Thank you so much for watching. Please do like, do subscribe, and thank you for all the support. Thank you. Big up the mighty Chels. I love everyone. Thank you. Thank you for watching.